Taking a trip to Miniture World in Victoria, BC, coming up next. Hello everybody, this is Trevor Slescu, owner of Monster Hobbies in High River, Alberta, Canada, and we're out here on the road heading to Miniture Land in Victoria, BC. And it'll be a great little adventure, so let's go down and see what's happening at Miniture Land. So here we go, walking down the street to Miniture World. Greatest little show on earth. Here, everybody go stand by the sign. So this is American War of Independence diorama, about 1/35th, 1/32nd scale, something like that. You can see the British on this side. If I can zoom in. And then over on this side, you got the Americans with the gun line. So here we have France, World War I. And check this out, it says, push the buttons to make the propellers spin. So there's your little sup with camels. 1/72nd scale. Some pretty neat stuff. Let's get these guys flying. With 3 Canadian divisions delivering the final blow against the German positions in the storm. So here we have Europe's 30-year war. This is about 72nd scale going on in here. You can see the background curves around here. This is about 2 foot by 4 foot, or maybe a little bigger. You can see all these guys on the bridge. Guys falling in. The guys on the cannon there. At the points, the village curving around. There's some pretty cool stuff. I like the scenery in the background too. Follows down the street there. Okay, I'm not sure how this is recording, but this is a wall with a bookcase that's about 8 inches or so, maybe. But this is all British lead soldiers. Maybe I should do this with my dwarfs that are all getting out of production now. Might be a good display. And there's a Napoleonic 12-pounder cannon. And then we got a 72nd scale Wild West town. That's Day. Say hi. But look at this, goes down a slope here. This cabinet. It's a bakeries.
Because brothers were fighting.
Canadian Pacific Railway. It's pretty cool, the backdrop going in there. Okay, so now we get into the train that goes from across Canada. But I will let you guys come and pay for that. Now we got Calgary on the railroad. Coming up first thing in the morning here. Calgary 1885. And you can see the cool stagecoaches down there and everything. This is around 72nd scale, HO scale, somewhere there. There's the barbers and the billiard hall. And here comes the train going coast to coast. Okay, there it goes. Yep, stopping at the bridge. There it goes. Off to the prairies, Saskatchewan, I guess. Alright, that's all I'm showing you. So we got this display here, which is like a downtown. This should be about 12 to 14 inches. And then this is all HO scale again. As you can see the neat building. There was somebody here painting a nude. But there's the street dropping down below. And you're looking at it from this end. So you get to see all the cool downtown core, about 1925. something like that. Laurel and Hardy, leave them laughing. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, there's people getting married. This might be Victoria, actually. King's Hotel. See, very simple. This looks like about 1.5 feet, 2 feet. And there's downtown, going down there with the buildings. See if I can do this Monster Hobbies sometime. I've got that building, actually. That's old Lifelike or something. Anyway, here's the other side of this World War I airfield diorama. And you can see all the soldiers marching in. Tons of them. The Canadians in France. And then there's all the trucks over there. The little church building. Some people riding bicycles. There's a, yeah, this little tent zone. Now this is a cool wall display. It's just a big circle. And inside you've got all your airplanes. This would be good for a Star Trek displays. And this, I'm not sure how far that goes down, but this is curved around the back. You can see the British Air Force shooting down the Luftwaffe. Very cool. Okay, Rosie, show us the car show here.
So in the middle, if you press this button, the cars start to move.
Okay, hold it down for a minute. So that button there makes the cars move in the middle. Got some nice Chrysler Airflows and 41 Plymouth. This all looks to be about 25th scale, I guess. Kind of hard to tell. Okay, so...
And then this button makes these gates open.
So that button makes the gates open. Pretty cool. Okay.
And then this button makes that green car in the middle by the lamppost move right there.
Oh yeah. The 34 Ford with the rumble seat coming to park. Okay. Don't break it. I don't know if this is kind of confusing. It looks 24 scale, but it also looks 32 at the same time. Alright, so what's this button?
This button makes that red car move, I think.
Oh yeah.
This button makes...
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there.
The Cadillac's hood come up and down. Of course, the real car, you'd actually have to do that by hand. It's such a neat display.
Yeah, we have to go around to the other side to get more stuff.
This almost looks like a couple of 4x6 boards. Some nice old Model Ts and fire trucks. It's got to be done with magnets or something. So what's this button here doing, Rosie?
This button's making the fish in the pond move.
There you go. And then what's that one doing? You don't know what that one's doing?
No.
It's got to be something close by here. Something on this side of the field? Press it again.
I am pushing it.
Okay, mystery button.
Behind it.
Okay, one more button here.
This one. Wait.
What's that doing? Oh, turning on the movie over in the booth here. It's the roadshow thing. Jay Leno's a buddy with that guy. I forget what the show is. My Classic Car, something like that.
And I'm trying to...
Oh, I found it. It's opening up the hood on the cord. That's pretty cool. I'll have to do this for Monster Hobbies somehow. When Monster Hobbies becomes this great big museum. So here we have Lilliput. And in Lilliput is, of course, the Lilliputians taking down, oh my goodness, I forgot his name now. Gulliver, yes. Some fun. Here we have Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs. This would be a neat little diorama for the Warhammer. There's the skunks going into on the way to the diamond mine. Some turtles down there. Turtle. Okay. Neat stuff. So Jack and the Beanstalk. So Rosie, push this button. Okay. So there's Jack chopping down the beanstalk. Okay. So then there's the giant. Now what makes this cool is you go up here and there's the cloud. We're going up to the cloud. Now I knew an old lady who lived in a shade. She had so many children, she just did not know what to do, Mr. Spock. Anyway, there's everybody, the little children. Some neat stuff. Look at them coming up into the door. Oh, here's the dwarf mine. Okay, so it's kind of like Underworld or whatever. Here's along the top. You see the little bears and snails and the little deer. And then there's the diamond mine. So you come down the diamond mine, and here's all the dwarfs in the diamond mine. And the little turtle trains.
Is this the 7 dwarfs?
Yep. And this is all not more than about a foot deep. So pretty cool. And then what do we got over here? The elves' diamond mine. Goblins keep out. There's a castle. This is mixed scales. Yeah, sign leading from
Nowhere, anywhere.
nowhere to anywhere. Jack in jail and hey diddle diddle. All that stuff. There's the shoe flying away. Cow jumped over the moon. Double glassed. Okay, so down here is London Town. This is a cool diorama. I'm not sure of the scale, but this has got to be like dollhouse size or something. But you can see all the coolness of this. Yeah, old London Town at the Wolseley Tavern. The candlestick maker. Okay, so anyway. I think this is a maybe 12 feet deep. Don't sit in the exitways, patrons. There's the Hudson's Bay Company. This would be a cool display for Frankenstein or something. Frankenstein. Look at the ship out there in the water. This is a clear glass over some painted watery stuff. Then there's the houses on the bridge. The London Bridge. But look at all these buildings back there. This building's about at least a foot high. There's some guys. It's busy Market Street down here. And some guys chopping wood in the backyard. That goes around, and then of course you've got that beautiful matte painting. Give you depth of field. So here's another one that's kind of cool. You got a square, of course, in the back, right? But the houses come in at an angle. The scenery, of course, wraps around. No corners in the scenery. So you got angle, a different angle, and then flat across the back. The buildings. Building in front that's flat. Then the church is at an angle. And then this house here is at another angle. Then in the background you have a couple of the other churches and stuff. A couple more houses just to give this some depth. Really cool stuff. The painted house is the same size as the model house. Maybe it's a little taller. But if you look back there, blurred out. But anyway, right in there is a little castle painted to give it a depth, like the town drops down in the back. So this would be kind of neat for Warhammer stuff. Do a display out of that. There's all the people and playing around, the coach coming into town, people going in and out of buildings, the public market right in the middle. You can see all the cool stuff. And there's the groom running away from the bride, which gives you a angle of the building coming out to the lining up as the guy comes off the bridge. Or maybe it's a thief. I don't know. Anyway, get the idea. So they got some of these doll houses here, and a few of them have the wall of the house removed so you can see the rooms right to the edges. Some neat displays in here. And then other houses like this. You are looking through the windows to see the scene. So you got like this guy in the music room. Yeah, you can see through the rafters there. So either way, they are pretty impressive. So this one here is like an American colonial house with a big tall staircases. This room here is a coach room, and it's got the walls off, so you can actually see the carriage in there. And push the lights, turn the lights on, and then of course all the different servants' rooms. The room with the bear, kitchen, and your butler rooms down here. And then we have a Rosie right there.
I'm just going to make sure I see all, because I think...
Yeah, so, and then there's a... Okay, we'll come around here. Come on, come on. Okay, so we got this side. If you look up here, you can see like a observation room. This is called the Nob Hill Mansion. Just come down here, and there's where the nanny is with the baby. There's a nice bathroom there. And Rosie's turning her lights on. Here's the I don't know, this would be the nanny's room? Not too sure.
That would be like a kid's room.
And then there's the music room. And then what do we got over here? A sitting room. And down here, the laundry room. And come across and
A fitting room?
somebody's, yeah, fitting room.
A changing room was, I don't know.
Oops. There's where your wine is stored and made.
And then
And then here we've got the coal room with the boiler. Now we're coming to Circus World. There's Rosie. Now this is much like the Canadian Railroad one, so you get the night and day effect. So here they are making the circus train. Everybody's setting up in California or something to go out for the circus. Greatest show on earth. So Barnum and Bailey, this is their thing. It's all about 70 or HO scale again.
That train moved. But stuff.
Push it.
I don't know.
Something stuck there. This is where they would be fixing and training, fixing the vehicles and training the elephants and the horses out there.
The last great circus parade
there goes the
belonged to the Coles Brothers Circus of 1939.
Okay.
As you look at this recreation, can't you just imagine?
So here they are,
Grand Circus Parade,
the circus train
Main Street, drawing you to all the excitement under the big
going
top.
through the mountains.
Well then, don't stop here, ladies and gentlemen. Move along and join us now under the big top
Through the
for
canyon.
the greatest little show on earth.
This is about a Z scale or something. You can actually look down here in the mountain. There's somebody having a little fire or something.
I don't know what this button is.
Rosie,
Sorry.
there's some guys mining coal. Here comes a little coal mining train. Oh, we're getting into nighttime. Okay, had to wait for the lights to come on. Look at these guys mining in here. Okay, so and there's all the scenery. So now we come into HO scale again. This is the circus arriving downtown. The old Mack trucks from 1926. It's in the 30s. Yeah, look at the sign going around there. And here's everybody on the main street watching the circus go by. And then you got going down these streets. The elephants and the camels, calliopes. Okay, wait, I'm just gonna stop. So this curves around this way. You see all the buildings in the back. Oh, starting to get into night now. This is where it gets cool. So get ready. We're getting the nice matte paintings around the back. Had to get a head cold on vacation. Okay, here we go. Check out the street lights coming up. And the lights in the buildings.
The adventure and spirit
There you go.
from the old west is a mighty strong appeal. Join the strong
Oh yeah, we're coming up to the good stuff.
all overshadowing Wild West show. You bet.
No, turn off the street lights. Here comes the sun.
Wild West show, which ran from
Now we're following the parade down into the circus grounds. You can see a football school playground going on. School football.
famous Wild West show toured all over the U.S. and Europe with all trick riders.
And then here we've got the big top.
promptly showed off their abilities, and roping demonstration all depicted the necessary skills of wild horses.
That's the little top. This is the big top.
Usually in action,
And here we got the group of African monkeys.
Indians follow the wagons with
And the wagons, and the horses doing their thing, the elephants going
To
around.
the rescue came the heroes of the show, quashing the siege, bringing justice to
Those moved.
many Wild West shows continue after
The clowns with their Model T.
1917. They carry on the big-rolling spirit of the old West.
And then you see how far back this
Takes
goes.
us to the outskirts of the city.
Quite deep. And then we got another little top there with the animals. Oh, there goes the wagons. And then this is the amusement park here. Lots of fun stuff. The octopus ride, Ferris wheels. Okay, now it's getting into night.
Tradesmen are put to work building a complex that will employ even more people. A positive sign that the future is looking bright. Coal transported from the heartland arrives by train to the port facilities.
All right.
From there, the coal
Wait for
is
it.
loaded onto deep sea
There
freight,
goes the little
destined for domestic and
people
international
tumbler
markets.
things.
The coal has made a journey from the ground across the country to foreign regions and continues the vital cycle of economics that provides for the welfare of our nation and people. You are just completing your
There you go.
tour of
Circus at night.
the world of the circus. 4 years to create from concept to completion.
4 years to build this model.
7,000 hours of building went into the project. 3 separate train systems run through the exhibit.
There you go.
60 animations bring to life the various recreations.
Then here we've got the Circle the Wagons.
This
will be the Wild West show.
And a cast of over 10,000.
And then in here,
We hope you enjoy.
there's the Wild West show in the tent.
Miss our gallery of circus memorabilia and old-time
Yeah.
pictures on the way out.
And then there's your First Nations park. A Gunfighter's Last Ride right here. Buffalo Bills Wild West show. And then here's your Harbor Coal Company.
That's where the circus was set. There were tents for dressing rooms and tents to house the
The train coming to bring in the coal.
And spectacular performances was the big top.
I thought it was coming back a little further.
Introduced the first 3-ring circus in 1881, setting a pattern for years.
Rosie Swanson.
Each ring would feature a different act, something for everyone.
Oh yeah.
Illustrated by our miniature
The rig.
animations, the audience was captivated by the action happening in every ring. Usually,
Hard to see.
before the main
There goes the train.
a visit was paid to the menagerie tent. This is where you might catch your
And
first
some housing developments with the police cars. Caught a criminal.
carried by many of the large circuses, far surpassed in quantity and quality.
Oh yes.
Most of America's zoos of the
And
late
over there, got your hot air balloon.
sports arenas and large exhibition halls came the demise of the big top.
Now we're getting into Camelot. Rosie is looking at this. Okay. Camelot in Camelot. Do, 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 do. This is neat. This is a full-size figure. King Arthur in Camelot. Look at all this cool stuff. I want my store like this. Like and subscribe. This is cool. What? There's a sword over there. A sword. Is Excalibur. Okay. Here's guy unloading the cart. Push button to run the water mill wheel at the mill. There it goes. The stone buildings. The knights running around. And the fair.
Across the river in farmland,
There's the church.
It's the sword in the stone. The stone in the.
Oh yeah. Okay, push the button there, Rosie. Okay, wait, do it again. Where is he? Okay, there we go. Excalibur coming out of the rock. And there's your archery. And then in here you can see the blacksmith at work. It's interesting, that's a Roman shield on the wall. Oh, there's also a guy grinding a sword over there. There we go. These guys are about 32nd scale, I believe. So it's neat what you can do with all your models. Alright. So here we have the King Arthur display. Part of it. This is the castle, Camelot. There's your knights. This is all 1/72nd scale. Or maybe at the front here is a little larger.
If you look at the water wheel, it'll move.
Yeah. But look, the castle.
If you look at the castle, there's a gate.
That's Zevsta. Oh, they got the gate, the portcullis operating. Yeah. That is the Zevsta castle that I have at the hobby shop. But they've added a whole bunch of cool stuff on the back up there, a tower and whatnot.
In the shadows of the village church, the sorcerer looked on, knowing full well
cool stuff.
that had just been set in
Look at the big moat and the tower out there.
As Arthur matured and built his kingdom, he was guided and protected by Merlin and Vivienne.
Yeah, the flags are blowing up there.
Vivienne was the protector of Excalibur,
You
sword
see the
with magical powers.
Oh yeah.
When Arthur's original sword was damaged in battle,
I think it's stuck.
Merlin took Arthur
It's
on a
stuck.
moonlit night to a nearby lake. Then as they approached
You don't want the knights to come in.
a gleam of sorrow rose from the depths, held out by a nymph's hand.
There's the local tavern.
Watching from the shoreline,
The inn. Push button to make the flags blow. Push and look for the peasants and oxen team plowing the field for planting.
See them back there?
Oh yeah. Right out here.
See, look at him and then come here.
But yeah, I mean, look at that. So that castle is a matte painting around the back. The scenery arcs around. So this is based on a big triangle, really. Scenery arcs around, and then the model kit picks up right in that corner there, off of the painted diorama. And actually, I know you guys can't really see it, but there's buildings that go in behind along the wall there, just to give it some depth. The village buildings around the castle itself. Let's see if I can zoom in.
Arthur's half-sister Morgana was Merlin's protege, and during one of her visits to her mother's cave, she embarked herself a feature.
Some neat stuff. Very good, very well built. I must duplicate this. Here we have the Battle of Camlan. Mixed scales. So up front here is 1/32nd scale. And back there is 1/72nd to give force perspective. But this looks like it is 2 feet to that hedge there. There's a hedge line. And another maybe 2 feet. So 4 by 6. And again, the castle up on the hill is a combination of some Zevsta Airfix type stuff. It's really cool. The archers in the back here. There's nothing. Archers. And then you got the peasants and some knights on foot, and the knights here on horseback. And then in the back, your man-at-arms and archers there. Archers going around the very back. So, real neat.
Those that were invited to sit here had to exemplify
And finally, here is King Arthur taking one last look at Camelot.
Before he dies.
And here's the background here.
For some time. However, none had foretold of the adult.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that adventure, and we'll see you next time.